drone detected. Manhunt initiated.
What's up, guys? It's Capone GW here. Welcome back to another build video. In this build video, this is a assault rifle build. So let's get on with the build. So to start off with the specialization, we are running the firewall specialization. Two reasons being is because one reason we want to run the striker shield. So the striker shield, what that does is when you have it procced out, it does damage. It gives you bonus damage. So when you fight someone, you'll have that extra damage to your team and to yourself. For the second reason why we're running the firewall is because of the med kit. When you guys take damage and you pop a kit, your health and armor regenerates for 200% for 10 seconds. So if you are in a 1v2 situation, you will get out of it. And it's just very OP at the moment. So let's get on with the build. So to start off, we have a FAMAS. Godwell FAMAS with assault damage, health damage, damage targets out of cover with in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases as both buffs is doubled. For the secondary, we have a Eagle Bearer. Now, you don't need to run the Eagle Bearer. It's just a personal preference, but you guys can run with whatever you want. You guys can get over to Police M4. You guys can even run a Carbine 7. You guys can run whatever other secondary gun you would like. The reason why I run this as my secondary is for that extra 10% headshot damage. But aside from that, you do not need to run it. So let's move on. For the mask, we have a Coyote's mask. What this does is it buffs you damage and your team. So let's see. 0 to 15 meters grants 25% critical hit damage. 15 to 25 meters grants 10% critical hit damage and 10% critical hit chance. And 25 meter plus, you get critical hit chance. That is absolutely insane. This is best in slot for damage on any DPS build. Moving on to the backpack. We have a Fenris backpack with assault rifle damage. With weapon damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and critical hit damage mod with talent vigilance. Increases total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables this buff. So this is where the shield comes into play. When you have the shield out, if they are not aiming for your head, you will always have vigilance buffed. And you will not lose the damage. Moving on with the chest piece, we have a Grupo Ensemble chest piece. With extra crit damage, weapon damage, critical hit damage, crit chance, and critical hit damage mod with the talent Obliterate. Critical hits increase total weapon damage for 1 second every 5 seconds. Stacks up to 25 times. So the reason why you would not want to use Optimus with this is because in sync, when you proc that shield, it gives you the first buff, and then it gives you another buff when you start shooting. Which is why in sync is the best for now for damage. Moving on to the holster, we have a weapon damage, crit damage, and crit chance holster with the Seska piece. This is just to improve your crit chance. You want to be as close to as possible to 60% crit damage. Chance, I'm sorry. You want to get to close to 60% crit chance as possible to deal out most of the damage. Now moving on, we have the Contractor's Gloves. This is best in slot for gloves because it has that extra damage to armor. Even though we are not running a damage to armor build, this is still best in slot because you get that 8%. Moving on to the knee pads. We have a Fox Prayer knee pads with the Overlord amendments. Rifle damage, armor, damage targets out of cover. Also best in slot. Moving on to the skills. Since this is a close quarter combat build, I run the EMP sticky. Now here's the shield. As you guys can see, the shield. The striker shield. In addition, the striker shield boosts the damage of the user and all allies behind them, which means when you focus an ally with the shield, you will get extra damage. Now let's move on to the stats. So we have 34,000 weapon damage, 59 chance, 167 critical hit damage with 8% armor damage, and 21% health damage. We have 70% all weapon damage bonus, plus the extra 25% assault rifle damage. So we are hitting really hard with this build, guys. So now let's head over to the shooting range. There you go, it's on heroic. Let's put this all the way up. Alright, let's get 5 meters. And there you go, look at that damage. Look at that damage, guys. That's insane damage. That is absolutely insane. Now let's switch it to the name. One clip, guys. 679k on the head at full stats. Look at that. This build is probably the best hitting build right now for me personally. So that is the build, guys. I hope you guys liked, comment, and subscribe. Capone UGW out.